Hello there, my name's Tim Williamson and this is Keylets TV. The topic today is going to be the tenancy deposit scheme. This is something that's been in Scotland for a few years now, a lot longer in the rest of the UK. They had tenancy deposit schemes and different regimes for protecting tenants' deposits for some years now. But Scotland, this is not new to Scotland, and it's certainly had a big impact on how business is done in terms of the rental market. Just very quickly, a tenant's deposit has by law to be put into a government-approved organisation, a tenancy deposit scheme. We use Safe Deposit Scotland. They're based in Glasgow. They're a charitable organisation. They're very efficient. There are others that are UK-based. There is no insurance-based scheme here in Scotland. You have to put the tenant's deposit into one of these accounts to be governed and looked after by one of the authorised schemes. Now, you have to register with one of the schemes. You can do that online. You'll get an account. You'll put the money, if you're managing your own properties, you'll put the tenant's money into that, and then what happens is that when the tenants come to ask for their money back, the process is there that you have to then apply to the scheme if you wish to make a claim. Equally, there is a requirement for the tenant to counter argue whether you've got a right to make a claim. The whole process is there to protect the tenant's interests. So you have to approach this whole thing in a totally different way from the old days where you would have control of the deposit. So be clear that if you don't protect the deposit, there are severe penalties put against the landlord. Now, there are already cases where landlords have been fined 3 times the deposit, and that money is actually paid to the tenant. So it's something that tenants are increasingly being aware of, is that if a landlord hasn't protected their deposit, then they have recourse through the courts to raise the question the landlord hasn't protected the deposit. The courts will fine against the landlord, and as a penalty, it's not compensation, it's a penalty to the landlord, but that money then goes to the tenant. Now, there are 2 elements to this. There is not only putting the money in the deposit scheme, but you have to inform the tenant with the prescribed information that this is where your money has gone, and there's a set form, if you like, a sort of format, where you have to explain which deposit scheme you're using, likely clauses under which a claim can be made. Now, you have to prove that tenant has received this. We actually have the tenant sign an acknowledgement when they move into a property that they've received it, when they're given it. And it is an important part, if you like, of the process of protecting a tenant's deposit. So just be clear, this is an important element. If you're going to be managing a property yourself, or if you're using a letting agency, then certainly the letting agency should do the work. But I would always check that they have done their work, because at the end of the day, it is you who will be in the frame if things go wrong. So, a serious topic, something worth looking into. By all means, give me a call. It's 01292 289 289 if there's any questions you want to ask about this, and happy to answer. Okay, so bye for now.